Welcome back to Books with Beck. I'm Beck. Let's talk books. It's Christmas! I am really excited. I love gift giving. It's probably one of my favorite things to do year round, but Christmas I go crazy because I have an excuse to. So I came up with a really good all-inclusive list of gifts that I think the book lover in your life will absolutely love. Now, it's not technically Christmas yet. That's why my decorations are minimal. Wait until next week and they will be popping. However, I wanted to make sure that this list came out early on in December. That way you were able to shop and get everything in before the actual Christmas time. I have 3 categories today. We have actual physical book lovers, Kindle book lovers, and then library lovers. It's kind of like a wide range. There are definitely some mixed media people out there like myself who read on a Kindle but also love physical books. So you kind of have to know the reader that you're shopping for before really picking out items. Okay, so first category is physical book lovers. Very first thing, this is the easiest and the cheapest item that you could get for a book lover is a bookmark. I have probably 50 bookmarks laying around this house and I love all of them. These are 2 of my favorites. This was a gift from one of my friends that went to London. She grabbed me a bookmark at the Notting Hill bookshop. This was really considerate and it's leather, so I like to use this when I'm reading like a classic or something really classy. It makes me feel fancy. And then I love a good stupid bookmark. This one is so funny. It's just a stick of butter. I think I got it for $2 at a bookstore. Sometimes these stupid little bookmarks are the best thing. Honestly, like whatever the vibe of my book is, that's usually the bookmark I choose. Which seems crazy. Like you really only need one bookmark, but it's fun and it's easy and great stocking stuffer. There are also some other bookmarks that you can grab on Etsy. Etsy is probably gonna be the number one shopping site I talk about today because there are so many good book finds on Etsy. I really like this clear one. I think that this is so cute and anyone would be happy with this bookmark. All right, so moving on from bookmarks, the next thing that your physical book reader is going to need is a book light, especially if there's someone who reads at night. So book lights are really handy because it's just a small little light and usually they'll clip onto the book or onto the pages and bend to where the light is shining on the page. So the reason these are so awesome is because they're just enough light to where you can read the book, but you're not waking up your partner, you're not filling the light with you're not filling the room with light. So you're able to fall asleep easier, and all around they're just a really handy thing to have. There are so many book lights out there. So let me just say, do not spend less than $10 on a book light. It will short out, it will die. It will literally die in about 2 weeks. And then they're gonna have to go buy another one. So it's really not fun. I know it's like, oh, it's only $4. Spend the extra $5, spend the extra $6. Go get something that is like in that 10 to 20 range. Don't spend more than 20, I don't think. But yeah, from what I've experienced, and I bought probably 12 book lights over the years, the ones that were in that like $10 to $20 range were perfect and lasted me 6 months to a year, depending on the use. I think the most obvious gift selection for a book lover is, well, books. Now, I think that it is important to be considerate of the reader when you're buying books because just because someone loves clothes doesn't mean you're just going to go buy them random clothes, right? You're going to make sure that you choose things that fit them, are their style, and they don't already have. My favorite thing to do is to pay attention to what someone's favorite book or series is to get them a custom copy of that. Special editions are the best gift for book lovers. So for example, this is one of my favorite books. Getting the sprayed edges was one of the best gifts to myself. My husband did try to get me a custom copy of Manacled by Senlin Yu, and unfortunately it sold out and he was unable to get it. But things like that, like fanfics turned into spine copies, special editions, painted edges, custom covers, all of those are going to be the best gift, especially if it's one of their top 5 books. When it comes to cheaper options on this, because the custom books can be extremely expensive. This book alone was $30, which is insane. But honestly, one of the best things that I recommend is that on Etsy, there's a lot of people who will do custom book covers. So like, I don't even know what the right word is for this, but these things, what is that word for that? Oh my gosh, that's gonna drive me crazy. So that is something that's really cheap, and usually you can either print them off yourself or order them and they'll print them for you if you know they already have the books. That way they can just wrap their book and have that pretty cover on their shelf. Still in the book realm is illustrated copies. So there's not very many illustrated copies out there, but some of those big fandoms do have them. For example, my husband is the Hunger Games fan, so he got himself the illustrated copy, and it's really cool because you kind of get to see things drawn from the book's description, less so from the movie adaptations. So I personally would die if someone got me the Harry Potter illustrated versions when they all come out. Like, gifts like that are things that are just a small touch and can be really nice, especially if someone has children, because then they're able to share the story that they love so much with their kids. So illustrated copies of books are so amazing. Next thing I want to talk about is coloring books. So a lot of adults have stemmed into the adult coloring books, and it's just so fun and relaxing. And they have now put out coloring books for a lot of those popular series and books that are out right now. So personally, I love my ACOTAR coloring book. It takes forever to color, so this book is going to probably last me 5 years. But make sure it's a series or a book that they enjoy. I do believe that there are just some like bookish ones where it's like library shelves and things like that. That would be a really safe bet if you do not know what your reader enjoys. All right, this last thing for the physical book lover is an annotation kit. Me personally, I do not annotate my books. It's just not something I'm into. However, there are so many people who are die hard on the annotation of their books and like to do the custom sticky notes and the pins and highlighting and all of that stuff. So I think this would be a really great gift for someone that you know that likes to annotate books. The custom sticky notes are a really great gift. I know there's people on Etsy who will do a kit for a book. So I think it would be so cute to do a book paired with an annotation kit, like a custom one, especially if you know it's something that's on their list. I do also want to point out that if you know a book is coming out in the new year, pre-order it for a Christmas gift. I promise they will like it. For example, one of the Empyrean series books is coming out in January, and that is going to be a huge hit. This is an easy thing to pre-order. You put that receipt in there and they're gonna be excited, okay? They're gonna be overjoyed. Okay, now we're moving on to our Kindle readers, our e-readers like myself. And I will start by saying, if they don't have a Kindle and you think that they would use one, that is an amazing gift. That is probably one of the most expensive gifts on this video. However, a Kindle is a great investment and it has truly saved me so much money. There's a lot of free and cheap downloads for books that you can put onto here. And you can even email yourself a copy of something if you're reading something for class or something like that. You can send it to your Kindle. So I personally have the Kindle Paperwhite, and it was maybe $85. I bought it used on Amazon, and it does exactly what I need it to. There are definitely $300 Kindles out there, and if that's what you want to do, you're more than welcome to, but I just don't feel like it's necessary. If I'm honest with you, you need to think about what are the basics that you want to gift someone in a Kindle and just go with the base model. There is a scribe where you can write on the screen. There is the color soft where it has all the book covers in color. So whatever you feel like is necessary. For me, what was important when shopping for a Kindle was the fact that I was able to hold it in my hand, was able to fit it in my purse. And what I really wanted was this right here, where when you're reading, it's in dark mode. So here, let me open up a book. It is in dark mode. So this is really important to me because I read at night and I have really bad migraines. So I wanted to make sure I could put it in dark mode and that there's no light coming off of this. I could read this in a 100% dark room and there's gonna be no light coming off of it, and I'm still gonna be able to read it, which was really important to me. When shopping for a Kindle or an e-reader, I think it's just important to go in with pros and cons and your priorities, but that is my number one suggestion for a gift, is a Kindle or e-reader. All right, now let's keep going with some of the cheaper, more fun things that you could gift for someone who already has a Kindle or an e-reader. First off, cases, stickers, and pop sockets. Customizing your Kindle is so much fun, and it really gets to let you express yourself as a reader. I'm actually redoing mine after this Christmas season with all pink. So what I recommend when shopping for these things It's just a simple clear case. Make sure you pay attention to dimensions because I ordered 3 times before I got the right size because I wasn't measuring. However, stickers and pop sockets, what I recommend is sticking with a color palette. You can see not all of these are the same kind of sticker, but they're all within the same neutral and green color palette. So a lot of people enjoy the pink. I've seen a lot of people do the black, especially for those dark romance readers. So you're wanting to make sure that it all ties together. Now, that's not to say you can't do a ton of fun colors and things like that, but just as long as it's cohesive. And I really enjoy a unique pop socket. There are tons of pop sockets on Amazon. That's where I got this one. However, Etsy has custom pop sockets that are meant for like e-readers. And so they'll have those cute little book sayings. This next one is so stupid, but I'm honestly really glad that I invested in it. You may have seen on TikTok, there are many e-readers and Kindle users who have come up with a whole setup, and that includes the page turner. So a Kindle page turner is really amazing because I can just attach this page turner to my Kindle, click this button, and it's gonna turn the page for me. So you're like, why would you need that? You're holding it, just click it yourself. Because you also buy it with a custom stand that holds the Kindle up. So the reason this is so convenient is because if you're laying on the couch and you're under the blanket, if you're laying in bed, I use it a lot whenever I take a bath. If I'm trying to take a relaxing bath, I can just soak in there and I'll just put this in a Ziploc bag and just click and I'll read for so long in that tub. All right, our last category is for a library lover. And these are probably the cutest gifts. And honestly, you might get a better reaction from some of these because you can surprise them a little bit. So these are all things that I would put in my library or use for my library. So the first thing are these cute little hidden book vases. I think I got this one at Target. Like, it just says the Hidden Garden. I love to have this in my books and just have flowers coming out of it. There are so many different custom ones out there and they're really fairly cheap now that they're popular, but this is an easy gift that I think most people would enjoy. I especially think it'd be cute if you went ahead and put flowers in it. And honestly, this would be a great Mother's Day gift too, so keep this in mind. Next thing for our library is a library scanner. I personally have a library scanner at my school library, and honestly, it has helped me so much to see what I have and to categorize the genres and things like that. You can usually get these anywhere from $15 to $25. And they don't need to be really high quality because all they're doing is scanning the book. It's pretty low grade technology, so you can find them for really cheap and they're still effective. Okay, next we have candles. There are so many bookish themed candles out there that can smell like one of your favorite characters, one of your favorite worlds, or it can just smell like books. Some people love the smell of books, and that's a great candle gift. So again, I'm gonna throw Etsy out there. I'm telling you, if you love someone who loves books, go to Etsy. It is the best recommendation I can give to you. Okay, also on that is book nooks. These little book nooks are so precious and they are a fun activity. It's almost like Legos for adults, only it's a little bit more creative because it's less strict on what you're doing. So book nooks are a really sweet thing that someone can add to their library to make it a little bit more aesthetic, and honestly, it kind of just gives fairy vibes to me. On that same note are like bookshelf accessories. So there's so many places that do like 3D printing of different things where it looks like someone's like crawling out of the books, or a book end, or like a little figurine. I know a lot of people love to put jelly cats in their library, and those are really cute little things that you can do big or small. All right, so the last thing I have to tell you about really doesn't fit any of the categories, but I know that most of the book lovers in your life would love and appreciate this gift so much. Clothes. Cute little tacky sweatshirts and t-shirts are a hit. Like something that says the Romance Reading Club or something ACOTAR, like find something that you think would suit them. It could be genre based, it could be actual book or series based, or it could just be something reading. This one here I thought was super sweet. I think anyone would enjoy this, and it's kind of one of those things that's minimal. Get something that you think they would actually wear. I know embroidered sweatshirts are really popular right now, especially the monochrome look. Something that is minimal and people wouldn't know what it is usually going to be the best bet. That way people can wear it wherever. And it's kind of one of those things, if you know, you know, but if you don't, then it's still cute. If you have stuck around for this entire video, thank you. I appreciate you. Please let me know that you're still here by dropping a heart in the comments. I really hope I was able to give you guys some good gift ideas, whether for yourself or for the book lover in your life. Even if you're watching this video in July, I feel like these gifts are good all year round, especially birthdays, anniversaries. The book lover in your life is going to appreciate these things. If you want more ideas, maybe I didn't have enough, or maybe you're just wanting some more inspiration, please check out my Pinterest board, which is also linked below. I hope that you and your family have an amazing holiday season, regardless of what you celebrate, and thank you for watching. Please let me know in the comments what you're reading now and what I should read next. I'll see you next time on Books with Beck. Love you, bye!
Book Husband here. Like and subscribe. Love you. Bye.